Hello, welcome to Chemistry 201. This course is the first course in a two-semester general chemistry sequence. The sequence gives you a fundamental background in chemistry with a strong emphasis on problem solving. I'm your instructor, Fred Sinise, and here is my email address. This is the best way to get in touch with me. My office is at 354 Compton. And my office phone number is 687-4153. So how does this course work? Well, during the pandemic, the course has to be online, and all of your work is going to have to be done through Canvas. The course material is organized and chunked into a sequence of Canvas modules. We're going to use Canvas forums for free-form communication. And we're going to use Cisco WebEx for scheduled class time and office hours. Your grade is going to come from three places: assignments, participation, and exams. There's going to be three types of online assignments. Lessons are going to replace lecture, and they're going to be video briefings and slides that have got learning checks interspersed with them. Now you can do a lesson as many times as you like before the deadline, and only your highest grade is going to be counted. They're worth 100 points apiece, and they're weighted to 15% of the final grade. I'm going to drop your lowest lesson score at the end of the course, so if you miss one for whatever reason, that's how we're going to handle it. Homework assignments are going to review the content of every module. They include questions about the lessons, about textbook readings, about review problems that touch on previous material, and they're worth about 100 points apiece. There's going to be some low stakes assignments that are included as homework as well, like crossword puzzles or maybe games, and those are only going to be worth 10 points apiece. Your percentage of earned homework points is going to be weighted to 15% of the final grade. Group activities are going to be done with a small group of randomly selected students from the class. And they're going to include labs, case studies, article fact-checking, collaboratory notes that you'll do with others in groups. And you're going to do these either in Canvas discussions or on WebEx. But I'll give you specific instructions for each of these in announcements that I'm going to be sending out several times a week. Every group activity is going to be worth 100 points, and I'm going to drop the lowest one, so you have to miss one. That's how we'll handle it. Again, your percentage of earned group activities is going to be weighted to 15% of the grade. Participation is going to come from class sessions, the help forum, and the connections forum. Class sessions are not going to be used for lecturing. That's what the lessons are for. The lessons are going to replace online lectures. I want you to prepare questions that you'd like me to answer in class from the assignments or from your reading. And we'll use class primarily as a question and answer period. But we're also going to use class time for exams, for group work, for supplementary demonstrations, for drill games, and for working additional examples. Now, I'm going to take attendance at class sessions. Now, I'm doing that because it's important with an online course that you stay engaged and check in with me regularly. It is so easy to just drift off in an online class and just kind of lose the thread. So you got to stay in touch. If you can't attend a class or don't feel like you need to, that's no problem with me. Make your participation points in the forums instead. The help forum can be used to ask questions at any time. Now, I'm encouraging you to use the forum for asking questions instead of using email directly to me, so that the whole class can benefit from the answers. You can try answering other students' questions too, and you get participation credit for that. There's also a connections forum that I'm going to use to post about connections between the module material and current events or other topics, or other disciplines, I'll have a thread in that forum every week for the module that we're working on. You should feel free to post under those threads. Now, you're going to get a participation grade every week. I'll try to post it on Friday. Your participation grade is only going to be 5% of the total grade in the end. It's going to include these things. It's going to include attendance of class sessions and participation in the help forum and in the connection forum. If you sign into a class session, that gets you an attendance point, a participation point. If you ask a good specific question or you provide a helpful answer to someone in the help forum, that gets you a point. And if you participate in the connections forum in a meaningful way, that gets you 1 point. Now all you need is 3 points per week. In the end, that's a total of, we have 15 weeks, so 3 times 15 is 45 points for the semester. If you get 45 points at the end of the semester, that's a perfect participation grade. You get that 5% of the grade. Now, what if you overflow your 3 points per week? I'm going to add any overflow points that you get to the next exam score. So you're going to start every week with 0 participation points. So it zeroes out every week. That's to keep you participating, keep you engaged with the course all along. What about office hours? You can come into office hours and get one-on-one help with me there. That's going to be held at scheduled times, and it's not going to be worth any credit. Drop me a message if you want me to meet one-on-one any other time. It doesn't have to be during my scheduled times. I'm happy to do that. Like I said, office hours don't count as part of your grade, so keep that in mind. If you want to ask a question, it's better for you to do it in the help forum. What about exams? 35% of your grade is going to come from exams, which will typically cover a textbook chapter and the modules that are associated with that chapter. We're going to do them during scheduled class times. If you miss an exam without telling me in advance, we're going to do in the end of the course a practice final, a makeup exam on the last day that is going to be used to replace up to 2 missed exam grades. The final exam is comprehensive, and that's going to be 15% of your grade.